Hi, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your March astrology. This is one of the most extraordinary months there is of this year. It is earth-shatteringly, life-changingly, soul evolutionary, incredible. You know, we were heading towards the new age of Aquarius, and now we are in the now age of Aquarius. It's happening right here. As Saturn, thankfully, Saturn, who has been in Capricorn, dragging us through all these responsibilities and actually dumping a load of patriarchal changes in our society on our head, is leaving. And Aquarius is going into Saturn. And this is fabulous. We love it. Saturn loves it. It's a change. Life is going to get a lot easier, fingers crossed, as long as we've done the work before. There is this shift where we're all seeing the world differently. On top of that, March also has so many other intense planetary goings on. It is so full on. We have the Jupiter and Pluto conjunction. Can you imagine? Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, joining forces with Pluto, the lord of transformation. Not only are we going to have our own personal revolution that's going to lead to freedom, there is going to be, I predict, a massive happening in the world that is going to change everything. So I've decided that I'm going to do this not on camera because I really want to focus and I want you to chill out to Kathy's fabulous waves, and I'm going to talk you through this supremely profound and soul-changing month. Here we go. Hey, Capricorn. March is very intense. In fact, this whole year has been very intense for you, but it does ease up this month. And the good news for you is that Saturn, the lord of responsibility that you may have felt has been restricting you or forcing you to do things, or you've had to go through quite challenging changes, which will have benefited you, don't get me wrong, is moving out of your sign and going into Aquarius. So it means that you will be just, that sense of relief should be around you. But also, the next phase that you're working on with Saturn is about your security and your abundance. So there's still work, there's always work to be done, isn't there? But the shift, the focus is off you and your identity and your sense of self as a person. You should feel liberated this month and open. Now, at the beginning of the month, we have a Venus squaring Saturn, and Saturn is still in your sign at that point. There may be some things that you need to resolve connected to your home and family for you to feel happy, for things to feel right. But there may be a bit of push me, pull me, power struggle within those conversations. Now, when we're aware of that, and then that starts to happen, then we can, transform the energy. Venus, the planet of love, is going into an amazing space for you. It's allowing you to feel pleasure and to feel joy and to feel justice. It's one of the best spaces for Venus to be in. So it's all about romance. It's all about, just a positive spin on your love life. You're also very super psychic around the 8th with the Sun and Neptune conjunction. And there could be a deeply profound conversation with someone that changes everything in your mind. There's also some unexpected little twists around your love life on the 9th of March-ish with Venus and Uranus conjunct. So there's unexpectedness, but fingers crossed it will be a pleasant unexpected happening. The full super moon is in your adventure zone, so you might think about traveling, you might think about studying, you might think about going on an adventure. Obviously the world's in a little bit of turmoil at the moment with the coronavirus, but you're exploring and expanding your boundaries with that full moon and seeing how you can express your unique soul more. Mercury goes direct, but don't forget it's in retro shadow on the 10th, and things will be much clearer. Conversations about abundance, conversations about security, conversations about how to move on and dig foundations all get a lot easier. Now, Mars in your sign is making you very frisky this month, and it's sextile Neptune, the planet of spirituality. There is some quite intense spiritual revelation coming around the 14th of March. And very important deep conversations as Mercury goes back into Pisces on the 16th. So you're feeling things very deeply, you're communicating, and you're having intense conversations that are deeply meaningful. The Mars and Jupiter conjunction is in your sign. Yeah, baby. That is full on. It's should be one of the peaks for you around the 19th, where you're energized, you're enthusiastic, and hopefully there'll be a gateway to some positive news coming your way. The sun is shifting signs, and from the 20th, your focus turns to your home and family, and you're positive and optimistic and very supportive of people that you love around you, and you also want everything to be perfect around your home, and you want to make sure that you're living in the right space, or if there's things to change, you have the energy to do it. That Saturn shift is around the 22nd of March. You're going to so enjoy that. There's also a Mars and Pluto conjunction in your sign. Now that is full on. You've got to be really careful not to lose your temper around the 23rd. There's a lot of primal, intense emotions. If you've blocked any anger, if you've been holding on to stuff, you could be very explosive around that time, which, to be honest with you, is not necessarily very helpful. It's good if you want to make changes and you haven't been able to do it, but just watch how you're expressing what you're saying. The new moon is in the area of your home and family, and there's deep healing there as it's conjuncting Chiron, and also then the sun is conjunct Chiron. So big shifts, big healing, big energy changes around how you view your home and family and what you need to do to make all of that a better experience. A lovely little transit we have around the 26th is Venus trine Jupiter, and Venus is in one of the best spaces for you, and Jupiter is in your sign. So you've got this moment of wonder. Definitely, if you're in a relationship, it's a great time to have a date, have intimacy, to feel some really intense feelings. And also, if you need to shift the energy in a relationship, 26th, 27th and 28th is all good. On the 28th, we have Venus, Moon, conjunct, trine Pluto, so the opportunity for transformation. Now, I talked at the beginning of this video about the Jupiter and Pluto conjunction. Now, it is exact on the 4th or 5th of April, but you will start to feel this intense vibrational energy of massive transformation and change, life-changing events from the 30th of March. And, you know, it's a very important time for you. So think about what you want. Think about where you want to go. Think about what you need. Finally, also on the 30th, Mercury comes out of retro shadow. So you're feeling much clearer about your ideas. Mars leaves your sign, but makes you very tenacious and very strong and very, you desire to dig foundations, particularly as Mars and Saturn, who's no longer in your sign, but now in your security zone, is saying, right, what do you want to build? Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. If you want to check out your written monthly, weekly, yearly astrology, pop over to my website, michelleknight.com. I'm not doing readings at the moment, but I do have a company of some of the best psychics and astrologers in the world. I've had the company for 20 years. I handpick them and they are fabulous. So I'm going to start to show you, starting now, their little videos on here.
My name is Elizabeth. I'm a psychic clairvoyant. I do pick up on voice vibrations very quickly. I'll pick up on the person's energy. It will often be like, I describe it as a silent whispering. When I get very strong messages coming through, it will be a flash of an image, which is very clear. It will be like a film, and it will run in front of me. The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people and to pass messages on that are uplifting people. If you can help change that person's pathway or mindset so that when they call back, they're feeling much happier, that's very inspiring for me. And then when they phone back and say, oh, you were right. And that's wonderful then, because you're building that rapport. People phone up and seem quite shocked that I can give them information. And I say to them, well, you're phoning a Michele Knight line and we are the best.